Okay, so I would like to talk about animal science here and explore animal systems for Survey of Ag, Arkansas Framework Standard number 5. Okay, so let's go through this. So one of the assignments that we've completed was exam careers in animal systems. I included animal scientist, animal trainer, veterinarian, farmer and rancher, and veterinary technician. Just a brief overview of that. Animal scientist is just a scientist that studies animals and livestock. Animal trainer could be anything from training horses to dogs to cats to CNI dogs to police dogs, military use dogs. Veterinarian is just an animal doctor. That's all they do. They care for animals. A farmer and rancher can be many different things, but in animal systems, that's a farmer that raises livestock. Okay, raises livestock or poultry, and then a veterinary technician is almost like an animal nurse. Okay? They are the assistant to the veterinarian, and they complete a lot of the duties there to take care of animals. So there's different animal classifications. Livestock encompasses mammals raised on farms and or ranches for food and other human purposes. Poultry is the group name for all domesticated birds used for meat, eggs, and feathers. You have small animals like rabbits. You have beef animals that we use for the meat. There's sheep that we use for wool and meat. Dairy for dairy products. Swine is pigs. We raise goats to eat, as well as other purposes such as brush control and for dairy. We have poultry, aquaculture, equine for work and pleasure riding, then wildlife to manage wildlife ecosystems, and then especially animals like alpacas and llamas and others. Okay. Gender, age, name, classification, castration, removal of the testes of a male, elastration, removal of testes with a rubber band. They'll fall off anywhere from 7 to 20 days. Emasculation is clamping the vas deferens cords with a tool, and then the cutting is removing the testicles with a knife or with a scalpel or another tool. Intact is an animal that has all reproductive parts, and to spay is removal of ovaries of a female. So here's a diagram of a bull, okay, and his reproductive parts. Here's a video that we watched in class about elastration using a rubber band to castrate. Here's Dr. Pole. We watched that video. You can watch it yourself. He does the surgical method of removing the testes from a stud horse. And to identify livestock, we use ear tags. That's the most common form. And then a lot of times ear tags will be used with one of the other methods as well. So it's color-coded numbered ear tags. Then branding is a design that you can have registered that will be burned or frozen into the hair onto the hide. The design must be registered for it to be a legal brand. It's the only identification method that will stand up in a court of law, because that brand will never go away on that animal. Ear notching. It's pig identification by notching the pig's ears. Each ear has a different meaning. You'll learn that more when you take animal science. And then bands, metal number bands placed in the ears of livestock or around the feet of poultry. Then there's tattoos, usually on the inside of the ear. It'll just be a numbered. You'll see that a lot in rabbits and sometimes in cattle. The electronic chip. Most of the time you'll see this in breeding livestock and very popular in your pets. Dehorning cattle and goats is a management practice to reduce the risk of injury to other animals as well as the handlers. You can use dehorning knives, scoop dehorners, cup dehorners, guillotine dehorners for surgical wire. There's a video that we watched about the iron dehorners in dairy industry. Let's talk about cattle. So a bull, he has everything that made him a bull. Okay, he still has his testes. Bovine animal. You have cows, the intact adult female bovine animal that has calved. A calf is a young bovine animal. Heifer is one that has not calved, female. And then steer is a castrated male bovine animal. And the gestation is 283 days.